also like to address how we can assign a value in the variable by example. So, for example, here we can use integer and a pointer. So I will say point to, should I assign a value or just leave it like that? First, let's leave it like that. I'll explain you what it is happening here, and then we will move forward. Okay. So what is happening here? Here it's saying that point, so create a point name, integer pointer, which will surely take 4 bytes of the size in the memory, and it's not referring to anything. So this will have its own address, for example, 5000, but inside it will be empty, isn't it? Yes. Now, if I say, for example, if I say integer point equals to what does this mean? Do you know the answer? Is it right or wrong? Think, 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 think. Okay. When I say point, star point, so this is point, and it's storing A. So whatever A is having, it's storing. But when I'm trying to reference something, and that another thing which I'm trying to reference need to be either a value or it can be an address. So if I'm trying to reference a variable, it will give me an error. It will say A just whatever, it's just a variable. Why A? So what I will do, yes, if you guessed it right, I will add an ampersand. You know about the ampersand? Yes, it is. So we'll add ampersand A. Now it's right. So this ampersand is actually address. So I am going to refer using my pointer to the address of A and store the value inside my point. So the address of A is, let's say it here, it's 2023. So pointer is referencing to address of A. And here if I am right, so now this pointer is actually referencing to the address here. So whatever changes I want to do, I can directly do using this pointer now, because now these two are linked together. So pointer is very amazing in that manner. Any doubts till now? No? All right. So just now we learned about how we can do referencing of any value using a pointer. Well, if I move ahead, there is also a thing, dereferencing. So dereferencing of a pointer can help us to obtain the value stored in the location. So when I'm saying like right now I have referenced it like that. So dereferencing can help to obtain the value stored in the pointer, isn't it? So you do have any idea how we can dereference? Like here, I just use the value, like point A was referencing to address of the A, and if I want to store any value directly inside the A, I could do star point AT. In this way, what will happen? Right now, the reference of the point is to where? A. So when I say star point or dereference to the point, I mean reference to the point AT, in the sense point is already referencing to A. Now it will dereference and directly store the value of AT inside it. So I don't have to reinitialize or re-add again and again what I want to make a change into the already referenced variable. Okay. Now another point is very important point. We'll be thinking, like, if you may be aware about what arrays are or different variables, that the repetitive actions can be improved using pointers, especially when we create trees, uh, like, when we are trying to sort any elements, for example, creating trees, sorting elements, or traversing strings. These are some functions in which we have a lot of repetitive elements, repetitive actions, and you want to minimize the steps that you relocate to those actions can be done using the pointers. So pointers might look complicated to you, but trust me, it is not. Now let's see some more example, and I will also give you some time to solve the example. Now, I have an integer as pointer, and it's storing the value 10 in it. So what it is doing, there is just a pointer named integer, maybe 2000, and storing the value 10. It's perfectly fine. You can just initialize the value here directly, no problem. But now when I'm having something like integer, we have pointer, and then I have another integer, which is a variable, which is having value maybe 50 inside it. Then I'm saying integer pointer is referencing to the variable. Now here, as you can see, I will change the color, that first it will create. So when the cursor, like when you trying to compile your program or trying to understand what's happening here, it will first comes to the pointer. Oh, sorry. So it will first come to the pointer, and it will come to the pointer, and it will create a memory space named as pointer in some memory as 2005, for example. And it is not storing anything. So it's just an initialization like it here. Now, another, when it comes to the next line, it will say, okay, I need to create another variable in another memory location. For example, it is created somewhere in 5000 memory location. But when it is creating, it's also storing a value inside it, which is kind of 50. Now, when we go to the next, now it's saying this pointer. So this is the pointer. This pointer need to, this star is for referencing, need, so this pointer need to reference what? So first thing it's saying the address of the variable. So this pointer need to, oh, sorry, my cursor is gone. So this pointer needs to reference the address of the variable. So address of variable is what? 5000. Very good. Now, when it's saying it's 5000, what you will do? Nothing. It will be stored here, right? Okay. Now, the program again is saying, okay, if you have stored the value now, whatever the address it is stored, it can be accessed from pointer directly. I don't have to really initialize the variable to change it. Fancy, right? So I can say star pointer equals to, if I'm saying 55. So already the pointer is storing address. So what will happen? It will goes to pointer first when you say the enter compiled. So it goes to the pointer. Pointer, it's saying to the reference, means inside. So whenever it is a reference, means something has to go inside. Okay. So pointer reference to. So now when it is coming inside, what's saying, it is an address. It's not a value. So when it is saying to the address means I'm going to go where the address is pointing to. It is pointing to 5000 to the variable. And then on the variable, it is saying change it to 55. So without creating another variable, without making any more fuss, I just updated the variable which I was pointing using my pointer, its value. So that's why it says like, it helps you to save a lot of space in a way. Now, you might also see if I like, you can initialize the same pointer as the same name as much time as you like. So you can point to the pointer. So by doing it, you have to use double referencing, and you can do like this. So already I have a pointer which is created here. Me being initializing it to again this pointer, what will happen? Another pointer will be created. So this is the double referencing pointer it's created, means it's gonna refer and refer, right? So sometimes if I'm pointing to a pointer which is already going to store some kind of address, and if I want to extract the value from that pointer, I need to use double referencing. Remember that. So here the pointer is created with some reference, maybe in address 8000, for example. And now it's saying, so pointer, this pointer reference means it reference inside. So when it comes inside, it's empty. So it will ask, what should I do? So it's saying like, store the address of the pointer. So already the pointer which is existing, its address is 2005. So store the address of that pointer. So now the pointer is pointing to the address of the already existing pointer. You can obviously change the variable name. That doesn't make much sense. But just to make you feel like, to get the feel how crazy it can go, that's why I have kept the name. Now, when I want to change a value inside this variable, because now you can see the trail, like this is pointing to this is pointing to this. So I could say star pointer is equals to 30. And when I'm saying this, what will happen? So pointer is a pointer variable. Star pointer, it will come inside to 2005. So 2005 is this. So when I'm saying star pointer 2005, it will come and stay here. But as soon as I say again a star, so star pointer, the second star, will help me to get inside of this. Inside of this, what we have? 5000, which is an address. And when I say 5000, it will directly refer to the address where the 5000 is stored. That is the variable. And here I can update the value to 30 without any problem. Now, the question is, what will happen if I say int star 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 pointer equals to address pointer? This will be your homework. Please write down the answer on the comment below, and I will see you in the next class.